Hello and welcome to another video here on Sam's Crafty Castle. Today I'm starting off with a haul video for December. Now this video is going to look a little bit different to those of you watching. It's going to be a little different for me filming it because I'm going to film this video in 3 parts. You're going to see them all at the same time, but I'm filming it on 3 different days. So today what I'm filming is everything that I got from Black Friday shopping and Cyber Monday and Small Business Saturday, and then a trip to the local stamp store that I have that I made this past weekend, or the day that I'm filming this video, quite a ways before you actually see this video, because I got all those packages and everything this week, so I thought I'd share them with you. Then I'll do another one, and part 2 will be probably midway through December when I do another little mid-month shopping thing that I always kind of do, and then I'll have another part after Christmas when I get all the crafty goodness from Christmas. So, and anything I usually buy myself something after Christmas too, with some of the after Christmas specials and stuff that go on. So I'm sure I'll have a little something that I bought myself too. Now let's get started. On to the fun stuff. Now that the business is out of the way. First up, we have Simon Says Stamp. I had a 15% off coupon for them from Black Friday. From Black Friday, and I got a couple stamp sets and things that have been on my wish list for like eons. I kind of use Simon Says Stamp as my go-to wish list, and then when I'm looking at other sites, I pull off what I asked for from, or what I have on that wish list, because I can kind of put everything in one place with them, where other wish lists and things, I'm looking through multiple places and it gets messy. So I ordered some stuff that I've had on my wish list for probably close to a year now, and since there wasn't really anything I wanted, I thought I'd just mark off a couple things and take advantage of the sale, because that was pretty good, and it actually did cover the entire cost of shipping. So even though I paid shipping, I didn't really pay shipping. So that was my logic. And first up, I got this Poppy stamp set called Be Mine. And it's got all these cute little penguins on it, little accessories for the little penguins. There's a lot of cute Valentine's Day style greetings on there, hearts and lovey penguins and happiness all over the place. I like this one because it's a winter set. It's a Valentine's Day set. I don't have a lot of Valentine's Day sets, so you'll actually see that I actually do have quite a few Valentine's Day stamps that I purchased, because I don't have a whole lot of those. So I got that one, and then I got these dies. They're the Sunny Studio Fishtail banner dies. I think they're really cool because you can make any size banner with them. And I can cut the straight edges on a banner. I can't cut this part very well. So there's a couple different edges to it. There's a scalloped edge, a straight edge, a dotted edge, and a stitched edge, and can get some fun things with this, and I'm really excited to play with these because I do a lot of stuff with banners, and I always have a really hard time cutting them, and I think this is going to make it really easy. And then last but not least, I have this really cute Newton's Nook stamp set. It's a little Valentine's Day set. It's called Darling Duo. So there's a little puppy heart, and a little birdie heart, and a little kitty heart. Really cute, lots of fun for Valentine's Day, or really any day. Any one you'd like to send these to. It's very cute. So that was my Simon Says Stamp. And then next we went to ellenhudson.com because she was having a really good sale. I got a lot more stuff from her than I intended to, because her sale was so good that I was like, well, I'm not spending half as much money as I thought. So I just bought more. So main reason was I wanted these paper smooches, mirror stamps, and I'm hoping to be able to do a technique type video on these at some point. My Favorite Things also has one. I chose this one because it was about $1 cheaper than the My Favorite Things one during all this sale stuff, so I just picked this one. And My Favorite Things one is 1 block and it's bigger, but I kind of like the idea of being able to pick which size I wanted to use, even though I'm sure I'll reach for the big one at the top the most. But basically this allows you to sort of stamp your image stamp. So if I had one of these little penguin friends, I could stamp like this penguin friend onto here, and then when I stamped him onto my paper, he'd be facing the opposite way. It was something I looked into a long time ago, chose not to buy, and then did a whole bunch of cards where I really wished I had images facing the opposite way, and was like, you know what, I'm finally going to go for it and pick these up. So stay tuned for another video on these, hopefully sometime soon. So Alan Hudson, I'm going to actually give myself a little more room here. So Alan Hudson was also giving away a freebie kind of thing. If you spent so much, you got some stuff free. The lowest level of it was you got this stamp set free. So it's a little sparkle stamp set. It's got lots of cute little words about, like, you know, being sparkly and having sparkle in your life. I love these little sequin stamps. They're really cute. I think I'm going to have some fun with those and some glitter paper and my scan and cut. And the word sparkle as a stamp. And then if you spent like $100 or whatever it was, you got the matching die. So the die says sparkle, and I cannot wait to use this. I have so much glitter paper, and like this die, it says sparkle. It's perfect for glitter paper. I can't wait to get into some of that. Then I got this. This is another set I've been looking at forever. It was only like $3 with the sale that was going on, and it's the Technique Tuesday Random Active Cardness set. So it has the little, this is a random act of cardness, and all this cute stuff for like envelopes in the back of cards and things like that. I do send out a lot of cards that I'm just like, hey, how's it going? So I thought this little random act of cardness one would be cute because I do that quite often. And then I also have this Mama Elephant Blogging Buddies. I don't really have any friends or much of anything that blogs right now. So I don't really know who's going to get these cards, but I do have a blog and a YouTube channel, so I thought this was too cute of a set to pass up. And I'm sure I can totally find someone to send these to either way. I have a few friends who would appreciate them either way, and family. They will just think they're cute. And there also are, I have to show this off, there's little like cards too. Like actual little cards. I could put little cards on my cards, and that just makes me laugh. Next up, we have the Avery L. Berry Wishes set. This set made me really happy. I did not expect this set to come looking the way that it does. I was expecting the bears to be a lot smaller, and yeah, basically I was expecting the bears to be a lot smaller. They're not that small. They're actually a really, really good size. That makes me really, really happy. Like, they can totally stand on their own and be focal images, and it's great. Really cute little bear sentiments that come with it, and I'm really excited to use this one. I kind of impulse ordered this one. I was like, oh, I want this one, but maybe I don't, but maybe I do. Yeah, no, I like it. I'm really glad I ordered it. And then last but not least, I think this Pixie Dust is the official name of this one, and this is another Avery L set with little pixies and clouds and magical sentiments and hearts and cuteness all over the place. So I'm excited to play with this one. And I know I have the Lawn Fawn Fairy Friend set, and I debated getting this one knowing I had that set, but you know what? I like the bigger fairies on this set from time to time. So I thought I'd pick it up because the fairies are different. They don't look anything alike. Next up, I got an order from Joann Fabrics because I did. And they happen to have another thing off of my wish list. It's a Your Next stamp set, and it's called Oh Dear, which is just cute. And look at all those cute little deer. There's a lot of deer nearish where I live, so I had to get the deer stamp set because it's so cute. And I love deer. Deer are one of my favorite animals, so it was just too cute to pass up. And because I needed to round out my order for free shipping, because you always have to do that, I picked up a couple more Copic markers. They are B91, RV000, and RV34. Next, I ordered from Honeybee Stamps. And I got a few things from them. I got the More Flaky Friends set, which is really cute. I love, oh, you can't see them yet. I love the little penguin and the little deer, and my absolutely favorite part is this sentiment or greeting down here. 'Tis the season to be freezing. It really is, especially where I live. It gets very cold in the winter, and I cannot wait to use that one on a card. Then, these two kind of go together. I got the Flaky Sentiment dies, because I've got this thing lately for word cutout dies, and I think this is going to be a really cool one to have to set off, and it's got this really cool flourish on it too, and all the cute little shapes. So, I think those are going to be fun. And then, of course, I had to get the matching stamp set. So I have the Flaky set. That is what it's called, right? Flaky Sentiments. Yes, the Flaky Sentiment set. Very cute. Very exciting. All kinds of different words you can put together to make snow and flake. And I forgot what the other word is. Baby. Baby, it's cold outside. Snowflakes, you know. So that'll be fun to play with. I can't wait to play with it. Word stamps like this are one of the few things that I'm not comfortable cutting out on my scan and cut, which is why I'll sometimes pick up the dies if there's a coordinating like word die with it. But then for something like this, why I don't pick up the dies usually, because my scan and cut can cut out these no problem, and I should be able to cut out these words too, but I just don't feel comfortable with that, and I'd rather just have the die, and then plus I can use the words kind of like standalone too, not just as is. And then the last of the Black Friday fun, I got, or the online orders from the weekend fun, I guess I should say, this package, which I haven't opened yet. Or, well, I guess I opened the package, but I haven't opened the packaging. I have this set of, oh my goodness, Copic markers that I got, and refills. That's what spurred this purchase, was I actually needed some refills. I had 2 markers die not too long ago, and I needed to get the refills for them, and this site happened to have the refills on sale for 10% off during the weekend. And then since I was already in there ordering Copic variety things, I said, well, I might as well just pick up some more markers while I'm at it, right? So I did. So as far as refills go, because, you know, super exciting stuff first, I got R21 and RV21. Both of those markers are out currently for me, so now I have refills for them. Oops. And then I got some more markers, so I have E34, G85, R21, which is really similar to RV21, but R21, E27, and E29. So it's some kind of random colors, but all ones that I need to start kind of rounding out my collection a little bit. I'm about halfway-ish to having all of them, which, if you didn't know, that's a super goal of mine, is I want to eventually have all of them. And then last but not least, this morning I stopped at my local stamp store, or one of them. I'm lucky enough to have 3 relatively close to me, but I happened to be in the area of this one this morning, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it, get some stuff. Plus, so I ordered these refills, and I was all excited, and then I realized that I already have 2 refills for other colors, and I only had 1 refill booster left. Not that you need the refill boosters to refill your markers, but I find it's a little bit easier to do them with the boosters. So I realized that I only had 1 left, and I was going to have an extra refill, so I ended up, and I knew this place had them, so I went and I picked up another 3-pack of the refill boosters because I forgot to order them with the actual refills, and I knew they would have them, so I went and picked them up because that was easier and faster. And then last but not least, I got this cute little memory box die. It's a snowflake flourish, very cute, very fun, and And I mean, I'm got it as I'm finishing up sort of winter and Christmas cards and starting to get ready to move on to more springy fun stuff. But you know what? I have it for next year now, and it'll be all good. So that's the end of part 1 with our Black Friday haul, and I'll be back in technically a couple weeks with the next part. So I will see you after the title screen. On to the fun stuff of all the fun things I got for Christmas and just other little shopping trips I took. So first thing I got up is I did go do a Gina K shopping. So I got their new incentive set called You're the Best. I have not used it yet, but I've seen some really fun stuff done with it, and I can't wait to play with it. So I picked up the Sentimental Bouquet mini kit stamp set. I didn't buy the mini kit. Actually, that's not true. I did buy the mini kit, but it was a gift. I bought the stamp set. I have all the inks now. I have everything else in the kit I could pretty much handle, but I really did like the stamp set, so I picked that up, and it's nice and springy for the spring cards I'm beginning to work on. And you can see I already used this one a little bit. I just slipped it back into the packaging for the purpose of the video because I haven't officially stored it yet. And then I also picked up from her newest release, Xavier Zebra. I have all of these little animals. He's super cute, and I really like him. And there we go, Zebra, and his little toucan friend. I can't wait to play with this one. I haven't played with it yet. And then, for Christmas, I got the Dad and Me set from Lawn Fawn. I have some really exciting stuff I want to do with this one. I think it's going to be really fun. I think all these little animals are going to be super fun to play with because not only do I have the Dad and Me set, but I also have the Mom and Me set. And what I kind of really like about these two is even though they're technically like Dad and Me versus Mom and Me, depending on the situation, you could really use either one. And I have some really cool like family cards I kind of want to make with those at some point. I also got the Scripty Saying set. I like these ones. You guys know I already have the Gina K ones. I like these ones because they're longer and they look really cool, like along the bottom of your card. So I'm really excited to play with these. I think they're going to be loads of fun. And I'll give you a little up close of those. I can't fit the whole thing on my camera, but maybe you can at least kind of see what they say on there. I got the Grassy Hillside Border Dies. I am so excited to play with these, especially now that I have all those cute little Lawn Fawn critters. And that I'm switching into like summer and spring cards. This should be a lot of fun. I have the stitched 4-bar rectangles. I already have the large stitched rectangles, and I actually just recently ordered the small stitched rectangle set. And those should be on their way to me soon. But I really like this one for like strips on cards that maybe have a little stitching to them, or this middle, the smallest one here, this one. I think this is the small one right here. This smallest one here I really like for like little sentiment banners on the bottom of a card and things like that. So yes, I don't traditionally make the 4-bar size cards, but there's some fun stuff you can do with those, I think, as far as like layering and adding little elements to your cards. I also have the Dynamic Stitched Edge dies. I think these are going to be really fun to play with too, just to add a little detail to the edges of some of your cards. You can see all the different sort of stitched patterns. I know you can see your reflection in there, and that's probably really weird. I probably should have taken these all out of the plastic, but lesson learned. And then I have the cross-stitched circles, and these are the small ones, the small cross-stitched circles as well. And I also got earlier this year the, there's a sticker on here, so I'm taking it off. I also earlier this year got the cross-stitched squares, which I've been having a lot of fun playing with, and I have the Cottage Cuts double stitched square dies too, and I did a really cool card where I used both of them, the cross stitch rectangles and the double stitch squares, and that was really fun. I really like those double stitch dies. They're loads of fun. Okay, this still has a little sticker stuck to it, so I'm just taking that off really quick. But the last thing well, actually it's not the last thing, one of the last things, the last stamp set I got is the Love You S'more set from Lawn Fawn. It's very cute. I love the little bear. I love the squirrel. Like, I have so many squirrels by me. I love them. I love the little s'more and the little campfire, and I think this one's going to be really fun to play with too. On a different note, you guys know that my channel is not always only card making. Every once in a while we get a little bit of hand lettering fun in, and I got this fun hand lettering book. It is Words to Live by Dawn Nicole Warner. I'm not sure, but it's Dawn Nicole book. And I'm really excited. I've started reading a little bit of it. I can't wait to really get into like the practicing of everything in here. This one was recommended to me by Emily from Pretty in Ink Lettering, and there's bookmarks in here. I need those. And I'm really excited to kind of read it and learn from it, and I think it's going to be fun. And I have some more, I have like a lettering sketchbook coming sometime next week, and I'm going to a meetup probably next week too for lettering, so I am probably going to take this book with me and have some fun with that. Now this might be one of my favorite gifts I got this year. It's more so for, I have to zoom out for this one, for lettering and art-ish related things. But I totally think it's going to be useful for card making too, especially for coloring and the whatnot. It is the Totally Tiffany rotating design board. So it spins all 360 degrees around. So if you're working on something, you can spin it whatever way you need it to go instead of having to, try to work. I mean, you still would end up working upside down if you went this way, but you could, it's nice for, for people who sit on their couches and color and need a little surface that rotates. It's awesome. I love it. I really do. I'm still kind of making it work. As you can hear, it's still kind of scratchy on it does scratch up this bottom part here, but 90% of the time you can't see that. And I will be doing a full-on product review of this clipboard sometime soon. I don't know exactly when that video is going to go up, but I do plan on filming one. And as you can tell, I've already kind of been working on the product review. So it was a, not Christmas present, but I got a coloring book for a favorite book series of mine, and I was working on it last night while I tested this out. So that is everything for the November and December and Christmas haul video. I hope you all had a fabulous Christmas, holidays, whatever, and a wonderful start to your new year. And I will see you again next week.